Different areas of body language. You've got the body language when you're in set, body language when you're approaching, body language when you're on your own, body language when you're talking to your friend. First thing we're going to do is your standard alpha male body language. Right, I'm going to demonstrate the things that you can do wrong, okay, and I want you to recognize these in yourself, see if you do these. These convey nervousness and generally create a negative first impression and make you less attractive. Someone that is shifting weight on their feet, fiddling with their hands, touching their face too much, looking around quickly, nervously, breaking eye contact downwards, doing all these things will immediately make you less attractive. We can deal with these in a number of ways. First, to deal with the feet. If you put your feet slightly wider apart than is natural, you'll find that it feels a bit strange at first, but you'll also find that it removes that need to shift weight and fidget and move around on your feet. You can actually stand like this comfortably all day long. This is how Tai Chi experts and martial artists will stand. You've still got the problem of what to do with your hands. Most people fidget. Here's how to deal with that. If you put your thumb on these two fingers, let your hands fall by your side, what that will do is it'll just cut out that circuit in your mind that wants to fidget, thinks that your fingers are occupied, and you won't feel the need to twitch and fiddle around with your fingers. Keep your head up. Don't need to look down your nose at people, but generally keep your head up. Don't look down. Don't break eye contact downwards. Break eye contact to the side. Okay, so if I could have a volunteer. I'd like to talk about the kind of body language you have when you're with your friend in the bar. If you look around, most guys will be standing shoulder to shoulder with their drinks, pretty bored, not having fun, occasional conversation with each other. Attractive girl comes in and they're look at her like that. It conveys a bad first impression. If you can't have fun with your friend, if you can't make your friend look good, why would a woman want to speak to him? Does this guy look like he's out for any other reason than to check out women? And if he had the guts to approach them, it's a very bad first impression. How do we change that? First, stand face to face. You want to make your friend look good, like an interesting, fun person that a woman would like to meet. So you want to be reacting to what he says. You want to be animated. You want to bring the energy in the room to you. Everyone else is standing there quite stiff, so you want to be moving around, gesturing, saying things, oh really, oh my god, that's amazing. Reacting to what they say. The great thing about this is I can actually check out 180 degrees of the room. My friend can check out 180 degrees of the room. We've got the whole place covered. My friend can tell me that there's a hot girl over my shoulder, and I can just casually, hey, how's it going?
Good.
She might reject me, in which case I can just turn back to my friend. It's nice and natural. On the other hand, if we're standing like this, shoulder to shoulder, and I approach them, hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry, that's my friend. The whole club has seen me get rejected, looks really bad, it's embarrassing, and it requires a lot more effort to do that walk up if you haven't been having fun, if you haven't been engaged with your friend, because you're there stiff, you're much less likely to be creative than if you're trying to have a good time and trying to be fun and having fun with your friend. So that is the difference. The next aspect of body language is the actual approach. So you want to approach the woman. There are lots of different ways to do it. There are direct approaches, indirect approaches. I'm going to talk about the most common one, which will be a cold, indirect approach. So if I could use Natalia. The rule to remember when you approach is that you don't want to get in the woman's face straight away. If you have that done to you, actually feels, quite aggressive. If the woman is not attracted to you, this will create a bad first impression. It will make you much more likely to be rejected. She feels a reaction like that when you do that, when you get in her face. And when we look at this, the comfortable distance to stand for the woman is usually, that might be too close if we've just met. About here is about right. The problem with that is it's arm's length, so it's too far to be able to keynote, to touch, and it still looks locked in. To anyone watching this, it looks like a pickup, so it's not too much different than being closer to everyone else that's watching that. My rule is that when you approach, you should remember that your head should point towards and your feet should point away. You should be outside of this zone right in front of her body, you should be slightly to the side, and your face should maintain eye contact. This allows you to get actually very close. The girl will be comfortable with you almost shoulder to shoulder when it's like this. We're much more comfortable having people next to us, beside us, than right in our face. I can get close enough to be on a keynote, put my arm all the way around, touch her pretty much anywhere I want, but it still feels completely comfortable for the girl. If I get rejected from this kind of position, it can be quite casual, hey, how's it going? And then I can just, carry on with my business. So everyone in the club hasn't appeared like a pick-up situation. And mainly for the girl, hasn't put that huge pressure on it. Various ways to do it. You could be going to the toilet or coming back from the toilet and just like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. So you can make it as casual as you like, but the main rule to remember is your feet point away as your head points towards.